Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I've only just realised that Barnard's Loop is sort of like a little swirl. It's like a little alien embryo. That's where we're headed. Well, first off, we're headed to the Orion Dark Region. That's where we're going. Then we're going to have to try and find our way past this massive dark area. We can't get into the Horsehead Nebula, and we want to go through Barnard's Loop to the Flame Nebula. Now, we might be able to do that today at this point in time. I'm not sure. Where is the Flame Nebula? There it is. We shall see how far we get. It's different time for streaming today, just because of the wonderful things that he does. How many? It's only 9 jumps to where we're going, which is not very many at all, I would suggest. But yes, I don't envisage too many people joining me on this journey in the live stream. But again, it is the only goddamn way I can get some video content on this journey, which is what I'll do. Now, yesterday we did quite a long journey to the bottom of one of the 2 mass system lines, which was great. We had a few people on board with us. As I said, I think this is going to be more of a solo deal, it being lunchtime or early on in the day here in Great Britain. But welcome along, whoever has just joined me. Look at Strawberry here, picking up all of these planets. Very well done, Strawberry. As I said, we only have 8 jumps to the Orion Dark Region, and it does look pretty dark. We're going to skirt the Horsehead Nebula, obviously, because we can't get into it. It's good enough for a scooping, and we only have 8 jumps to go, which is not far at all. The area looks pretty cool. That's where we are. We're just going to nip. We've got to go up, up and up and up. And then Barnard's Loop is that sort of swirl there, that kind of ampersand, really. Nothing to be done in the Horsehead Nebula, and we're going to hit this afterwards, the Flame Nebula, and then you can see the other line of 2 mass through Orion and Running Man. We're going to head there. There is something up here. I don't know what that is. Is that the Menier or something, isn't it? Messier 78. We're probably going to ignore that because it's too far up, but we will hit that independent system right in there. That's where we're headed. Let's not burn the ship. We do that too often. Can we keep that below 100? Yes, we can. And as you can see, it is pretty dark around here. There isn't much. There isn't much going on at all. I'm hoping the closer we get to Barnard's Loop and the closer we get it, well, I think Barnard's Loop is that in front of us, sort of, as it starts to develop. Yes, I reckon so. Again, I'm unsure why it takes time for the nebulas to sort of start appearing, but it does. It certainly does. Now, we've been out and about here for about 30 jumps. And because there were a few people watching the stream last night, I may well have burnt the ship a little bit more to a crisp than I should have. So the modules are a little bit damaged, not too much, nothing below 90, so we're okay. And again, we find that somebody has done this journey. Shrieker has been here before. Probably because you know, people want, you know, they see these lines of systems from the 2MASS, the 2 micron all sky survey, which was a real human star mapping program in America between 1997 and 2002 or 4, I think. And that just looks interesting on the star map, and you want to go there because it's an unusual grouping of stars. Now, come on, let's get this scooped. Get the heck out of Dodge. Thank you. Now we are headed towards the dark region, but where are the nebula? I can't quite see them now. It's strange. But we only have a couple of jumps to go. I was going to come back on and do this last night, but it got too late. And yeah, bed had to be gotten into. And I'm going to revisit my PC commander. I've not played him pretty much ever since there was the Rare Goods community goal in Lave, if you remember. That one was going on, and then they released the PS4 version, and ever since then I've been playing on the PS4. It's a particularly fine yellow star. What else is in this system? I'm imagining Shrikers followed this exact same route, so no, Factor 1. Different people. Validating. Yeah, we followed him on quite a lot of these runs. I'm just wondering how far away these places are. That is not far at all. There is a star next to us. Typically, if you can scan the stars, if they're not too far away, I'll do it, just to get a bit more exploration data. You know, these have already been scanned by people. It's not as if I'm trying to stake my claim on what they are, but we might be able to hit that one. I don't think we will, but let's have a look. If not, we're on our way. We can. Fantastic. Which means... Hey, Acid, how you doing? But you're playing the PC version, surely. Surely. Acid Splodge has been with us a little while now, following us on this intrepid... wait a minute, that's the planet, I believe, is it? Yes, so we want that one. Can we see that one? Nope, it's too far away, so let's carry on. Can we scoop this lovely bugger? Yes, we can. Yeah, I could... I was actually just about to say, when the beta comes out next Thursday, well, yeah, Thursday coming, I will do a stream on the 2.4 beta just to see what's going on, because I get early access to that, having paid hundreds of bloody pounds for this game over the course of the few years that it's been out. So I'm looking forward to that. However, there's going to be no Thargoid content, as we know. I'm not obviously just speaking to Acid Splodge here, because he knows all this already. But for other people, they might not know who watch this when it becomes a normal video. 2.4 is coming soon, and since it's Q3, you would imagine October, in fact September, would have to be the latest they could release it. Yes, that would be useful. Acid just said he'll when we look in the system map, he'll let me know if any of them are ammonia worlds. I still don't know really what the bloody hell I'm looking for. Let's have a look and see what's in this place. Okay, so it looks like there's a couple of stars here. That's a bloody great big place. That's a massive planet. Ooh, A little rocky one. He looks cool. I mean, I like the look of those. They actually look interesting when you go and see them. How far away is that? 170. So this star is also going to be very close, but it's behind us. Small brown worlds you can't land on, Acid is saying. That's pretty much an ammonia world, I guess. Small and brown, you can't land on it. That's good advice. That's good advice for anyone. You see this sector we're in, we're getting to this dark region. There's only one other star system my ship can jump to. That's quite bad. Oh, we can see this star as well. It must be big. It's a big, big star. We won't be able to see the next one, but that is alright. Something's just fallen off my PlayStation camera there. That's odd. Yes, so I will be doing a stream on next Thursday on the PC for the 2.4 beta, which, as I said, I'll get early access to. Now they're withholding all of the Thargoid content. Well, actually, what date are we in now? They must have to release that in September. They must have to release it sometime in September. In fact, when is their sort of Elite Con thing they're doing? It's coming soon. I just don't know when. But 2.4 will be released at some point in September, I'm guessing. Which will be excellent. Obviously, the beta, whenever they do a beta, they only allow betas on the not on the PlayStation, on the PC. It's just the way that they're able to, I guess, handle the updates back to the system. It's probably I mean, because they have a game launcher, don't they? If I remember rightly. God, you know what? I haven't played it in such a long time. And they just add another sort of version of the game in there. So I'm looking forward to that. The beta's going to be interesting. I need to get my PC commander down towards sort of where we are now. Never tire. I never tire. Yeah, it definitely is a tight timeline. Splodge is just saying that... oh god, I've got a cold as well coming. Obsidian Ant was saying that the early backers get the beta for a week before normal players. Well, not normal players, we're all normal, but well, as normal as can be. And then we get it afterwards. So some of these possibly could be ammonia worlds. That one might be, possibly. Shall I go and have a look at that one? They look quite small and brown. Well, a bit weird. That's a bit far away. I could look at both of these. So 1 or 2, Acid. Are either of these what we want? I'll go to this one anyway. Just because I can. I'm not particularly out here looking for ammonia worlds. Number 4. Ah, right. Okay, number 4. Well, we'll just do a scoop on this without toasting the ship. That'll do her. You reckon number 4? That one. Okay. Ah, yeah, cool. No worries. Yeah, that's pretty brown, isn't it?
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, thank you. Well, I'll head to this one anyway, just because we're here. As I said, I don't usually do this, but I'm interested to see which of these may be cloud-like swirls. Okay. Well, let's do this one because we're here. Yeah, any cloud-like swirls? Possibly. I mean, you can't really see much. Yeah, that one could be. we'll investigate these four systems, these four planets anyway. These two are going to be close to each other. They're in orbit with each other. This one's going to be the opposite way, so it might just take us a little. Oh, look at that though! Look at that in the background. That is fantastic. I'm enjoying that a lot. It's quite a big planet because we're picking it up quite far away. What have we got? What do we have? It's definitely non-landable. Let's have a look. High metal content. Okay, so that's high metal content. I can sort of get my handle on that. Now this one is behind us. Let me just see if the other ones are in front of us. Yes, all right, we'll head to this one then, since it's sort of on the way. Unfortunately, we lose the vision of loveliness that are the nebula. As I said, I usually when we're doing a run from a system to another system, I tend not to do too much planetary exploring. But yes, it is. I don't know how many people would want to sit and watch it. I guess if you find something interesting, then lots of people would watch it. Now, wait a minute. This we're headed towards a couple of planets here. Yeah, okay. There's two in front of us, so that's fine. But it looks like this one and that one are close by as well. But we shall have a look at these two first. Just see. We're getting close enough. Slow down a bit. I'll answer that question in 1 second, my friend. I'll tell you what, let's wait and scan them both. But surely, aren't the ammonia worlds the ones... can't you land on ammonia worlds? Or are the bases, you know, like the Thargoid structures, what type of worlds are they on? High metal. High metal. Brilliant. Do you know what? Let's just see where this one is. It's a gabillion miles away, but we'll give it a go. We'll fly over and we'll have a look. Splodge is asking, do you get many reflections and shadows when near a sun cast around the cockpit? It's hard to see. Yeah, I think you do. When we get into the next system, 4 jumps away from the dark region, but when we get into the next system, we'll have a look when we jump in. This, I mean, doing this is actually quite. Well, it's very relaxing. Actually, you're just pootling about, going from one place to the other, and as long as they're not tens or hundreds of thousands of light seconds away, it isn't too much of a laborious process. And I guess when you find something that is interesting, it makes it all worthwhile. Or so it says here on this card that I'm reading all these lines off. It's obviously not true. Yeah, I think they are bringing. Splodge is just saying no, you can't land on ammonia worlds, but the next expansion is, I believe, bringing. Oh look, we've buggered this. You're going to have to come away and come back again. That'll do. I think we managed to sort of save that. Yes, you can't land on them. The next expansion will allow us to land on their planets, possibly. Yep, okay, I will. I'll do a flyby before we leave this planet. Let's see what we've got. They're all high metal. But let's have a little look before we head off where we're going, which is over that way. It's behind us, really. Alright, let's try and do a flyby without doing a warp speed flyby. So we were just on the hunt for Red October. In other words, an ammonia world. Let's do a slow flyby. Yeah, it looks pretty cool already. We're on our way to the Orion Dark Region Nebula. Well, it's just a bloody great big black hole, but let's go over this way. Looks interesting. I love the sound as well. I mean, there wouldn't be any sound, but I love the sound when you go past planets. There's a little sea there. Now we can get quite close to. One of the great things about the Asp is the cockpit is humongous. Yeah, it's like a sea in a polar region. I'll speed up a little bit. That's quite interesting. It's sort of lost itself on my... Yeah, it's not quite rendering properly, and that is just nothing. And then we're going to go into the dark side, and there's a little bit of glitch there, so yeah, not the greatest, but certainly not the worst that I've seen. Obviously now we're this close to the planet, it stops us from going certain speed. Let's just come back around. It does look amazing, to be fair. I mean, that up there doesn't look quite amazing because it's all blurry and buggered. Yeah, they really must sort this out. I don't know when or how they're going to, but they really should. It's quite difficult to do that with the PlayStation controller. Yeah, you see, it's not rendering properly, which is fairly annoying. But hey, yes, if you do, yeah, I'll do that now because it's quite cool. So where we are is we were looking at this. Let's go in. No, it won't let me. Oh, it won't let you because you can't land on it. So so balls to you, it says. Balls to you. But let's continue on our way, and we'll have a look at these shadows. See if we can see the shadows. Yes, I know. I was just having a look to see if I could zoom in on the planet, which I couldn't. Oh, hey, Ultimate 9999. Didn't even see that was from you. Sorry, the live chat's on a tiny little screen on my phone. Welcome along. We're a couple of jumps away from the Orion Dark Region. What am I looking for here? Shadows in the cockpit. Yeah, I'm sure there are. I'm pretty certain that the way that the graphics work on this are fairly similar to the PC. Let's see what else we've got here. Interesting. I wonder why they've had to star that out. Is it because it's a swear word or something? Whoa! I like the idea of these blue worlds. Don't really land on many blue worlds. That'll be kind of cool. That could be an ammonia world, couldn't it? Possibly.
Fuel scooping.
Oh, are we? We're close enough that we're actually fuel scooping. I didn't even look at how far away any of these things are. You can easily get yourself distracted with what you're doing. Okay, it's a bit close, On the floor on the right, are you saying? I'm guessing I'd have to sort of then move the ship. Yeah, there's definite shadows moving there. I mean, that's happening. But let's not burn the ship. This is not what we want to do. We're not too far away from what we're doing. Now, I don't think there was anything else for me to scan here. Yes, Ultima's just saying there's a page on the forum that shows you the different exploration payouts for all the different stellar bodies. We were just trying to work out is if there's a texture map that tells you that they're ammonia worlds. And the best we've got so far is a small, non-landable brown planet. But as I said, it's not my main reasoning for undertaking such journeys. The journey is the journey. And we are desperately close to the Horsehead Nebula, which is permit locked with an unknown permit. And we're trying to work out why. Blimey, this is a big system. Ultima's saying you can learn how they look like on the holo projection. Yes. I don't know what that means. Ryzek's been here. He's nicked all these things. Every single one of them. Some of these. That could be an ammonia world, do you think? As I said, I'm not actually... It's not my main focus at the minute. Main focus is just to get where we're going. We're only 2 jumps away, and then I'll get into the galaxy map and show you where we are. We're tantalizingly close to where myself and a few other people believe possibly it could be where the Thargoids' home sort of area of space is. This is one of these unknown permit-locked systems. Not a million miles away from where we are. Ah, that's what you're talking about, the hologram, yeah. Okay, cool. Ultima's saying that if you look at the projection in the little hologram screen just to the left of the scanner, each planet looks a bit different. Ah. So I need to know what the ammonia world ones, what the holographic image looks like, and then I will know. That's kind of cool. You see, the people coming along and watching me jump about, they know more than me, which is good. Very good. No, Acid's saying he doesn't know what the ammonia ones look like. Neither do I. But I'm sure we will find out at some point. Now we are 1 jump away from the Orion dark region. See what we see here. Not much here. It's a trinary star system. If that is even the right way of saying it. They're too far away, so we're not interested. There's an that's an HD 38546. I'd be interested to know what that is. But we're headed here. This is our last destination, and it does seem pretty dark out here. Let's just get the rest of the fuel on board. And the journey we're going to make once we're in here is we're going to head through Barnard's Loop, passing over the Horsehead Nebula, which is where, again, we believe the Thargoids possibly could originate. We're going to head to the Flame Nebula and the Running Man Nebula, pretty certain. So let's get ourselves lined up with that. And we can go. We can go. Now this Orion Dark Region system is as close to the Dark Region sort of graphical nebula, the black cloud, that I can find. So let's see what it looks like. And there are... okay, there's the star just appearing. It looks like it's going to be a bright yellow star. Okay, just a normal orange star. And we are here. Where is here? Yeah, there is absolutely nothing here whatsoever. And that star is completely a gabillion miles away. So let's have a look where we are. I will show you. Well, we're here. The dark region is up there. We're sort of looking at Barnard's Loop, which is there. In relation to everybody else, we're down here. The California Nebula is that one west and then slightly north. That was beautiful. We went there. Obviously the Horsehead Nebula is down there that we cannot go to because it's a permit locked. So what we need to try and do is, I can't get to anything else in this Orion dark region, but we've been here. There's nothing for us to look at really. So what we're going to try and do is head over here through Barnard's Loop, and we're going to head straight down to the Flame Nebula. Let's get down there. We should be able to map a way through to the trapezium sectors here. Let's just get lined up here. That's where we want to be, in here. Is it that one? Does that look good? Yeah, that's where we want to go. So let's see if the computer can plot us a course into the Flame Nebula. Nope. Yes. It's trying. I wonder if it can get us there. And it's only, well, it should only be, well, 5 jumps really, depending upon the route that we have to take. Is it going to find a route? I don't know. But that Flame Nebula looks like it could be quite pretty. So I want to go here. Yes, now let's have a look what we've got. Excellent, takes us straight through Barnard. Hopefully, oh, it's just skirting the top of Barnard's Loop, but that's alright, I don't mind that. And we're obviously heading down from where we are. We can't get anywhere close to this Horsehead Nebula because it's all completely permit locked. As you can see, if I can get one of the stars to pop. Unknown Permit. This whole area, Unknown Permit. But that, come on, look at that. That looks pretty cool on itself. Thargoids are definitely in here somewhere. 100%. Yes, there are. Neutron Navigator is saying 6 jumps and no stars. Again, chaps, I don't know what that means. But it is 6 jumps. You're absolutely right. Well, as is the Neutron Navigator. And because it's 6 jumps, there's no fuel scooping here, so we will fly by and we will get going, and I will make it here. Ultimus is also saying there are a couple of permit systems in Barnard's Loop. There absolutely are, and there are others just generally around the galaxy, aren't they? On this side, on the other side, all over the bloody place. At some point I'm going to have to do a tutorial myself on how to use the external camera, because there are some beautiful, look at that, that's the Horsehead Nebula down there. There's some beautiful stuff, and you can capture some amazing Ah, you were going to get me to jump to a neutron star. Cool. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? I've never... I think I have charged my FSD once on a neutron star, and I did it by accident. And that was back on the PC ages ago. I think it was when I was on the way to look at Maya's black hole, I'm pretty certain. Let's see what we got in this system first. A bloody great big gas giant that we possibly could scan. Let me just see these. Ooh. So,
Fuel scooping.
are we suggesting that then ammonia worlds? No, it's too far away. Ammonia worlds you can't land on. That's what we're saying, isn't it? So it has to be a non-landable brown planet. Yeah, cool. Acid's saying they look like metal ones. I think you're right, they do. They are just metallics. High metal content. So yeah, what I was saying is I need to get a handle on using the external camera. Also need to get a handle... Well, I actually want to do more mining as well, but I think they're going to change mining in ready for version 3 when that comes out. I think they're going to make a lot of changes to the core game. Hopefully they'll make some big changes to the mining. I haven't done too much of it, but even now it is still quite enjoyable because it's different from doing the normal kind of run-of-the-mill stuff. Ultima's saying high metal content wells are worth exploring. They absolutely are. It's just when I'm doing something like this, it's more about getting. I can't spend ages traveling between each planet, scanning it essentially, because it just takes too long. I have done that, you know, when I'm exploring on my own. Happily go and try and ping all the planets. Yes, Acid Splodge is saying he's wondering what the changes are going to be to the mining mechanic, the exploration mechanic, sorry, to make it more like mining, where you send off some sort of probe and it scans what you're looking at. I do remember them saying something about making a change to the equipment, the way that you use the exploration equipment rather than just firing off a scanner. Has that been pinged? Yeah, right. I'm just interested to see. Okay, so that hologram looks like that. Gotcha. Apparently the holograms are different. Ultima was saying the holograms are different. So now, okay, that's the same hologram. So that's cool. They might be the same type of planet. That's not a problem. But as we start getting close to the Flame Nebula, we should start to see the Flame Nebula. I want to see it because that's the whole point of these trips. The point is to see the beauty of the galaxy. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of coming out here, really. Which leads me back to my other point of you know, being able to take nice external shots with the external camera would be useful. But the controls on that are quite gnarly. Yes, some do. Yeah. Well, we're jumping out now, but I'm going to get more of a handle on exploring for ammonia world. Although, you know, Canon Research do it so much better, don't they? They off you go. They've got a fantastic, you know, non-affiliated website with a 3D map and all sorts of crazy stuff going on. They've done extremely well, you know, very dedicated players. I think there's going to be a lot more of that type of thing coming in Elite. Yeah, absolutely. Hi Lee. Hi. Ah, that looks interesting, doesn't it? That could be what we're looking for. Do you know what? We're not too far away from it, so I will have a look at that. And we'll go and scan it, just because it's not far away. Unless somebody's going to tell me that it's a high metal world and I don't have to go there. Lee, what do you think? Ammonia world or a high metal content world? Who knows? Who here has the courage to find out? Sulfur. Yeah, it looks like something interesting. Definitely having a look. The hologram looks similar to the other ones to me, but I don't know. Just trying to see when these... That's a nebula in front of us, so let's just see if that pops a little bit. Let's not overshoot the planet. Yeah, the nebula is popping. Flying close, it might be pretty. Yeah, I will. I'll scan the bugger first. Look, that's the Horsehead Nebula over there. That looks fantastic. I'm not sure what that is. It's quite a big planet because we're scanning this from quite a far away. We will do a flyby. I don't know if Lee's seen any flybys on planets, so I'll give it a go. Might do it the other way up. Just make sure that I high metal content world. Flyby. I love that acid splash. Flyby in case it might be pretty. Excellent. Where's the star? Star's behind us. We'll just do a little... Oh, Simon Berry's online. Everybody needed to know that? I'm not sure. Yeah, it's pretty cool though, isn't it? Let's ignore the Arctic region. Yeah, it does have some sort of gaseous atmosphere going on, doesn't it? I was going to say, is it going to say impact in T-minus no seconds? Yeah, oh, that's pretty cool though when that comes by and the Horsehead Nebula is in the background. That's awesome. When are they going to get VR on this goddamn game? Beautiful. Right, let's get on. Let's get out of crazy view. And we can go. There's a couple more nebula up there, look. Looking gorgeous. Three jumps to the Flame Nebula, which is where we're headed, obviously, and then we shall take stock of our position, decide what else to do. Probably gonna hold hard there, because what time is it? It's coming up to 1 PM here in the UK. Ugh. And it's sunny, so I probably have to go out and do some gardening. That's just the way it is. Why is it not letting me, thank you, wouldn't let me target that star. Interesting, stars orbiting stars. Dave X has been here before, loving it. We should be able to ping all of these, so we will. Doesn't make any sense not to. We'll have this one, and it's behind us. It's not too far behind us though. And there's the other star right next to it, which we shall scan as well. So we're 2 jumps away from where we're going. I can't really see too much of Barnard's Loop here. That Horsehead Nebula did look amazing. Oh, look, he's too small. Too small. It's actually saying it's a planet, which didn't really look like a planet to me, but... do you know what? It's too far away. We're just gonna fly on by. Get on with what we're doing. Now that's Barnard's Loop in front of us. As it gets, you watch how it gets much, much more defined. The red is just fantastic. It's just superb. You can spend hours, days, decades just flying around, scanning planets and hoping you don't burn your ship to a toasty crisp, fuel scooping stars. There's such a great base for putting in some amazing content to this game, and I hope they keep doing it and they don't start putting pay to win mechanics in and generally annoying the community. Ooh, look at this. That's got to be, that's one, isn't it? Is it? Look at that. That looks like something. But we're not going to go there because it's too far away. Star Falcon, he's been here. I mean, that must have took him an hour. I reckon an hour it must have took him to scan all of these planets and all of these systems. Do you know what I mean? That is dedication's what you need. Okay, we are almost at our destination. Let's get a little bit. Yeah, it is very dark. But it is in quite a dark region of space, isn't it? That's the whole area. There aren't that many stars around. You know, there are only about, what, 7 there that we can jump to. And we're going to burn the ship. We are going to burn the ship. So let's get away from it. And we will do the jump. It's an interesting little dark cloud, isn't it? Look what that is. Why doesn't it tell us? Maybe that is the see that nebula in front of us is going to pop. It's going to come out. That is the Flame Nebula in front of us. It didn't look too flamey to me, I have to admit. Flaming. It didn't look too flaming. However, we are here. In system. Oh, what we got here? That's not too far away. We should be able to scan that as well. Say that again, Acid. Select a few nearby systems and see if one's in the general direction to see where it is. To see where what is. How far away is the other star? Miles away. Okay, so... Oh, we don't want to be in here. Gone the wrong way. So we are now in... We are in the Flame Nebula. That's where we are. It is dark though, isn't it? As you said, it is a dark nebula. We're going to leave behind Barnard's Loop and the Horsehead Nebula, and we're headed down into Orion, which is further down. Actually, that's just about right. That'll do us. The Running Man Nebula and the Orion Nebula. So as we fly into it, I guess we might as well just head straight for the landable. Where's it gone? Where's it bloody gone? Am I too high or too low? Too low. Okay, okay, there's plenty of systems here. Oh my god. How am I going to find that one? That's it. That's the one. We're headed there. You see all those 2-mass systems again. There's loads of them. It's plotting my route. Yes, I imagine there are more ammonia planets near the Thargoid Nebula. Now, this is only a couple of jumps away. However, I'm going to leave it here, chaps and chapesses. We will return if this plots a route. It might be saying, hey, ain't no route. Ain't no love and there ain't no route. You gotta walk on by. You gotta walk on truth. That's Lee, who was in the chat watching the video earlier on. He's now popped on to do some gaming. Now he wants me to join a party, which we won't do. So we've got a route, which is good. We'll go through the Running Man sector, which is interesting because the Running Man Nebula is over there. And we are going to make that jump straight into there. And then it's going to be a journey to Witch Head, which there is another dockable point. And then we're just going to hightail it back into Maya in the Pleiades system. That's what we're going to do. And yeah, there's Empire and all sorts out here. That's where we're headed. The next, is that the next? It is. That is the next system in line. Only 4 jumps. Do you know what? We might as well just do it now. It's 4 jumps away. For goodness sake. Why not? Why not do it now? Doesn't make any sense not to. So we shall. Ah, is that the thing? You have to go 5k out. I wonder how far away. I'll check that. I didn't know that. Acid Splodge just said maybe keep heading out a bit to get past 5,000k from the home world, which for me was a Cellus Primus, I think. I'm pretty certain it was. Because then you unlock Professor Palin, which is news to me. I didn't know that. However, heading this way, we're heading the other way. But you know what? There's a dockable system here which I want to do. And at some point, I'll unlock Palin anyway. But because this... you know, it's loud, but I do love that, the jump noise, because it's only 130 light years, these 4 jumps. I'm not worried about that. I can make that back up. I can make it up. Yeah, I was thinking that. I was wondering, because if I went out the 5,000, then it's not just going to ping, is it? Acid is saying you need to unlock his prereq engineers, which is through faction. Yeah, but at least you won't have to come all the way out here again. Yeah, but I'm gonna head to Colonia at some point, dude. You know, it's gonna happen. Right, we don't need anything here. We're just gonna carry on. So we'll do a little scoop. In fact, we don't need to scoop anything because we're landing in 4 jumps, so we'll just fly around. We will fly around and just see if anything in front of us pings. We're headed to the Orion Nebula and the Running Man Nebula. It's just to land after quite a long exploration station. Now that, looking forward out of the cockpit, it looks as if there are some interesting things, like that black bit there and that black bit in front of us, but nothing is, there's nothing actually here. It's not sort of developing, you can't see anything. It does look a bit eerie though, those black spots in front of the rest of the stars in the galaxy. A place Bender didn't make up. Yeah. Futurama. Very good. I have to say, I was expecting more... I don't know why, but I was expecting more... what's the word I'm trying to say? You know, like variety of stars and planets and stuff, really. But there really hasn't been that much variety. But I guess there's only so much one can do. Yeah, I think it's the... if we look up there, it'll be... Where was it? Is it over that way? Or was it over that way? No, it wasn't over that way, so it was over this way. But yeah, those black things just sort of hanging. They do look a bit odd. 2 jumps to where we're going. There is a blue nebula in front of us, as we can see. And some red nebula coming through there. You can just make it out. Ah, there it is, look. That's it. Well, I'm guessing that's the Orion Nebula. Of which we are 1 jump away, and then we shall dock. And that, good sirrah, will be that. And then we can make the journey to the Witchhead Nebula, which, if there's nothing to do with Thargoids in the Witchhead Nebula, then something is going wrong in the world. Because there ought to be. Ooh, that's an interesting little planet, isn't it? I wonder if that could be a... Reckon that could be one? Let's have a look at the hologram. Oh, that looks like one, doesn't it? It's bloody miles away, but I'm just going to go and have a look at that. It won't take long to get there. It really won't. I reckon that could be what we're looking for. What do you reckon, Splodge? Does that look like an... Oh, you reckon it's not? Oh man, I'm kind of committed now. I need to scratch that itch. We're only 1 jump away from where we're going, so it's not too much of a problem. We're trying to find out what, in the hologram image of the planet to the left of the scanner at the bottom, we're trying to find out which... There's a signal source here. Why is there a signal source here? I've got to have a look at that. I've got to. What is this doing out here? This is the... You've got to understand. I've been exploring out here for such a long time, with nothing appearing. Nothing. There's been nothing out here. For there to be a signal source here is bizarre. I mean, it's threat 0, so it's not going to be anything alien, I'm guessing. But I want to have a look and see what it is anyway. Just because I haven't done anything like this in about 5 hours of gameplay, probably. So let us just have a look at what we've got. If we want to get there anytime soon. It's my fault. I was too busy chatting and not too busy looking at my speedo. Okay. What is it? It's a broken ship. Excellent. It's a small survey data cache, which is entirely useless. Entirely useless. So let's get the hell out of Dodge and get back to where we're going. Yes, come on, I'm throttling up. I'm curious now as to what type this planet could be. I promise I won't go and look at any more signal sources on the way. Sorry, but thank you for my digression. Thank you for allowing it. Now, this, I think, could be an ammonia world. It is probably not, because, to be fair, I have no idea what I'm looking for. Oh, look at that! Oh my god, what the flippin' hell? Okay, well, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Wow. That's pretty special. Look at that. I don't know whether that's a glitch or what, but it looks phenomenal. That is why I come out here, not for anything else. So let's just ping this planet. I think, am I pointing at the right one? You're now, Splodge is now saying, whoa! Oh, I was too busy reading the comments. God damn it. God damn it. What a flyby. Mustn't lose track of that nebula either. I need to have a look at that. Okay. Let's see what this is. What on earth, Splodge, is a Dyson sphere? God damn you! High metal content again. Let's do a little flyby and just not fly by at warp speed. Where is the nebula again? Is that it over there? Yep, okay. Yeah, you're right, it was too red. It just looks a bit... just looks normal, doesn't it? I mean, that's a pretty standard looking planet. Although they still look cool. There is no doubting that they look cool. We'll be able to land on these at some point, I'm sure of it. I am sure of it. And while we're here, we should be able to just scan this as well. And then we can look at that nebula. That's just phenomenal. Right, let's... I think, yeah, we're headed into that, obviously, because that's where we're going. But look at that. That is fantastic. A Dyson sphere is a megastructure futuristic races make that can harness the power of the sun. Ah, I see. They build it around a sun, but that looks even bigger. Aha, I see. Oh, as in the shadow that we're sort of looking at, I think. Yeah. I mean, that just, it really does just look awesome. You've got the Running Man Nebula, I think that blue one, and then the Orion Nebula, this red one with the weird bits in it. I did say I wasn't going to look at any more of these, but... and we won't. We shall jump to where we are jumping to. Look at that. It is just remarkable, really.
Ready to engage.
Oh, off we go. Our final destination. Even on the tiny little screen on my iPhone, it looks awesome. And cue the music, because we have arrived. Now this will have loads of stuff. Oh, well, not a load, but it will have probably an asteroid base, will it be? You think? Yep, there she blows. So let us get there. Okay, well, let's do this first. And ships. Ships are here. There are ships. amazing. How did it take that long to scan that? Let's head here, and then that is us done. Shouldn't take us too long. We're in the middle of this nebula now. Can't really see anything else. Everything else is just black. There's nothing here but us chickens. Yeah, it's a lonely place. It is a lonely old place. Ship did well on a maybe 50, 60 plus jump run. We only burnt ourselves on the head, neck, chest and breast areas. Not so bad. Oh, look. Yeah, look at that. That's coming up nice. That's an interesting nebula, isn't it? That is weird. Whoa, it's everywhere. Oh my god. Yeah, oh no. I wonder if you can post the link and I'll approve the link, because I don't think links pop up either, do they? This looks fantastic, look at it. Very odd. Well, very nice. What do we want here? Orion Nebula Tourist Center. Of course we do. Yep, no worries. It'll come up almost immediately when we finish, which should be not very long. It does look pretty out here. It really does. Ah, wait a minute. We're on the other side. Okay. Oh no. Okay, I've got to go. I've got to come in. That should do us. That's pretty cool, though. That is a cool thing. Hey, no worries, man. I'll catch you on the next one. Let's get into this A-ring. See what we've got at the Orion Nebula Tourist Center. I hope they've got a bar. As quickly as it wants to get us there, I will be happy. Whoa, we've got to get pretty bloody close. Oof. Everything is black. Can't see anything. Okay, good. Blimey, I haven't done this for such a long time. I almost forgot what I was doing. You love these English voices. Access permitted. Don't scrape your ship on way in. Alright, love. Alright. See you in canteen for a scone. Cup of tea. Oh, yeah. In your compact. Come on, then. Oh, that was a quick scan, wasn't it? They were on that. Where's this bugger come from? Right, get a scan on him, John. Alright. He's alright though, mate. He's alright, mate. Oof, blimey. There's all sorts of detritus in my way. Get out of the way. Get out of my way. We're coming into land. Oh, it feels good to be in a base somewhere, to be honest. And we are down. Thank you very much, guys. Catch you on the next one. Luckily, I didn't grab that illegal scan data splodge. Otherwise, I would have been fined 70,000 credits. See you later. I will catch you next time.